You gotta look right there. Yeah, we're gonna talk into that. Okay, hey guys, this is Dr. Odom. This is your Storytime Friday with my main man, Andre, the Great American Frenchman. He's my almost 2-year-old awesome son. So today I want to tell you a story about me and my main man here, the Great American Frenchman, Andre. About 2 days ago, we went to Panera Bread Company, which is a place that I go to all the time. So I always try to honor it when I go in there because I really, really enjoy that establishment. So a little context of the story is I had hernia surgery about 7 days ago. So I'm kind of walking around with a gimp sometimes I'm not. It's kind of hard for me to pick up stuff sometimes it's not. So we went inside, we had a great time. And while we were inside, I was drinking some coffee. He was drinking some water. And we were talking, and I was trying to teach him about having a spirit of excellence, having excellence eyes. That doesn't mean looking for perfection. It just kind of means like every time you look at something, look and see if you can make it a little bit better than it was before. So on the way out, I decided, hey, I should get a cookie. So I got a cookie, and they put it in a wrapper. And then me and my main man started walking out. And as I walked out, I was eating the cookie, and a big gust of wind came by, and it blew the wrapper out of my hand. And then it kind of fluttered and went off into the parking lot. You know, I was kind of gimping. I was hurting a little bit. I was a little sore. I had this guy who was needing a bunch of stuff from me. So I just gimped on over to the car. And as we started walking over to the car, yeah. And as we started walking over to the car, I was just like, wait a minute. We just talked about having excellence eyes, having a spirit of excellence. And Andre was like, yeah, you just taught me that lesson. So I walked back over to where the wrapper was. I picked up the wrapper and I walked over to a trash can, which wasn't that far away, and dropped it in the trash can. And then as I looked over there, I saw some more trash, like a cup, like an empty cup and like a plastic bag or something over there. So I went over and I went back and picked up that trash and put it in a plastic bag too, because I wanted the place to be better than it was before. So as I'm doing it, I must have looked kind of injured. I'm gimping around, trying to carry this guy around and picking up trash and walking away. And then a lady that was parked, I don't know, like 2 parking spots away from me, walked over to me, and I didn't really know what she was going to talk to me about. I thought maybe she was going to help me ask if I needed some help putting him in his car seat, which I didn't. But she came over to me and asked me, why did I limp over to this trash and pick up the trash that wasn't even my trash? And I said, because this place deserves better than having trash in the parking lot, so I'm going to try to make it a little bit better than it was before. And then she looked kind of shocked and stunned, and she was like, can you come over and tell that to my son? And I think he was like 5 or 6 years old. And I was like, yeah, no problem. So I walked over and I explained it to him. And then I told him the story about how to try to make things a little bit better and how happy the world would be if everybody tried to make everything a little bit better. And I gave him a high five, and I started walking away. And then he said, mister, come back. And so I walked back, and then I didn't know what he wanted. I thought maybe he wanted another high five or something. High five? High five. Thought maybe he wanted another high five. But then he said, I'm sorry. And I was like, well, what are you sorry for? Yeah, it's hot coffee. And I asked him, what is he sorry for? And he said, that was my trash that you picked up. I threw it down. And I said, oh, it's no problem. I was like, next time, what are you going to do? And he said, I'll go pick it up. And then that was it. So that was awesome. So I got to show this little dude, the Great American Frenchman, teach him about a spirit of excellence. I saw a little 5 or 6 year old. I got to teach him about a spirit of excellence. And the parking lot was a little cleaner than it was before when I left. So today, my challenge I have for you guys today, or just a thing, is look at something. And if you see, like, especially if you go to like this, whoa, excuse me. Especially if you go to like the grocery store, you pick up something, you put it in your buggy. If you walk down the aisle on the side, you don't want it. Where do you put it? Do you go back and put it where it's supposed to go, or do you put it back like on another shelf? You know, you guys know what I'm talking about. If you see something out of place, do you ignore it, even though you know where it's supposed to go? So today, I want you to try to make something a little bit better than it was before. Thanks, guys. Have a spirit of excellence, have excellence eyes, and put it into action. Isn't that right? Say doo-doo. Doo-doo. Ha!